We could do the robot dance.
Yeah,
uh,
I only do the robot dance.
sure, sure, yeah, yeah. Dancing is yeah. I mean, depends what situations you're like. Where would you dance?
Where?
Hmm.
At home, when I really
At home.
happy, yeah, and I
Really,
put
really happy.
some music,
Yeah,
but yeah, just
I
at
see.
home.
Okay, okay, cool. And
Do you dance?
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, like it's been a little while, but I used to dance mainly at parties at different places, like weddings and things like that. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I like dancing. I mean, it's something that you know people. If you don't have practice at it in public, like a lot of the time people are very shy to dance, I think,
Yeah.
but yeah, like and that's what I think. You were mentioning before that you don't drink. People that drink alcohol tend to dance more because they are
Yeah.
in public, because they've got alcohol in their system, so they're not as embarrassed.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that their dancing is good, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next activity here is bowling. Have you tried bowling before?
Yeah, we have here in the mall, the shopping, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, bowling. I've done it. Like I haven't done it here in Thailand, but in Australia, I've been bowling with my family. My brother. I have five brothers and two sisters in Australia.
Really?
So yeah,
That's
very big
nice.
family. Yeah.
Big fan.
Um, so yes, bowling is good. Now, online gaming. Do you like online gaming?
Mm, When I was teenager, I
Yeah.
I I like it more. But I never. How can I say? I never was a gamer.
Right.
I,
Okay. Good. Yeah.
yeah.
You never. I never was a gamer. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Either was I. I mean, I've played games before, but it feels like a little bit of a waste of time too. You would just get stuck and lose hours of time
Yeah.
playing games.
Mhm.
Okay. Volunteer work.
I had um once I participated of one group. Was really good. We went to Asilos. It's the house that stay the older person and Asilos. And we
Asylum.
yeah.
Asylums. Okay. So what asylums? What does asylum mean? Who was there?
It's older person when
Ah,
you
okay.
don't have
You
family or have but the family can't to take care about this older
like
person.
in English, like yeah, because that the word when I translated that it said asylums, but we I guess we call them old age homes.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Old.
Uh,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I understand. And yeah, that's a place where people volunteer and they go and talk to the old people and just make them kind of happy for the day and might take them
Yeah.
outside or something. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah,
We went
and then
with guitar and Klaus face. I think Klaus the word palhaço. I will try to translate. Palhaço. Yeah, clown faces and fake hair, just to try to
oh right, you dress up
like
try
yeah.
like a clown. Ah,
Clown.
really? Which is could be good, but you might scare them too.
Yeah, I don't like clown either, but I just uh, did my fake hair with another color and put one
Right.
nose. Just
Ah,
it.
okay, cool, cool. Yeah, that's funny. And there's many forms of volunteering work. You know, it's usually
Mhm.
helping people, and you don't get money. Like, for example, here in Thailand, we would, walk along the beach and clean the beach up and pick up all the
Mm,
paper. So that was another form of volunteer work. So it
mhm.
kind of means anywhere where you're helping, but you're not getting paid for it. It's not for money. It's to help. It's to feel
Yeah.
good and help. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, okay. Now the last activity is movies. Now
Yeah.
most people like movies. Do you watch movies in English?
Yeah, now I'm watching English without subtitles because before I just watch English with subtitles in Portuguese, but
Right.
I'm trying to remove this, and now I think I better. I can
Okay.
understand, and I love to watch movies. In
Okay.
this,
Good. Good.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, so you remove the Portuguese subtitles. Now, do you have the subtitles in English?
Now I'm watching without subtitles, just see the movie English. It's a
Okay. So
advance for me.
that's good. That means your English is at a better level now, and
Mhm.
and if you do, you can have the subtitles in English because then you're listening and reading in English, and that's very helpful because that's two things. So if you want the
Okay.
subtitles, because sometimes the good thing about having the English subtitles is sometimes when you hear a new word you can
Mhm.
see it written on the screen too, and you go, okay, and then you can remember it. You go, that new word, I don't know that, and then if you want to learn it, you can look it up on your phone and go, what was that word? Or you can even pause the screen and rewind it.
Mm.
And so, if you do use subtitles, I think that using the English ones is good. But if
Mhm.
you don't need them, sometimes the words on the screen kind of like is distracting.
I got
Yeah,
it. We
yeah,
can. I can fix better with reading and listen at the same time English.
yeah. It can help. Just
Mhm.
if you're like, because sometimes you might not understand, but when you see the writing, it can help. So if you do
Mhm.
use the subtitles in English, it's
Mhm.
using because in a new language, like I'm learning Thai, like language here in Thailand, and listening, reading, speaking are three of the biggest things. So,
Mm. Mhm.
yeah, if you're watching movies and you're listening and reading, it's two of the main parts of learning language.
Okay.
Okay, so you let me know when you want to finish the lesson. I
I.
Yeah, it's up to you. Like,
Okay.
yeah. All right. So, okay. Now this question, it's asking, do you think online gaming is a social
Sure.
activity?
I think it's a kind of social activity, but depends. Depends if you have some maturity, because teenager, for example, it's only have the online game,
Mm.
and
It's they
don't
waste too much time.
yeah. It can be a problem, but if you have some maturity, just see play for a little bit time, and also go out with your friends, and also have some activities in person. I think yes.
Yes, I understand. That's right. Yeah, that's 100% correct. It's if you have to have self control. It's like anything. It's like what about even me with my phone?
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets addictive. Everyone's addicted to their devices these days, like their phones.
Mhm.
How do you feel? Do you have to put your phone down sometimes and try not to play with it?
It's so hard to do,
Yeah.
but I try in just on the table, mm,
Mm.
meetings, or when I need to eat with my family, or when I with one friend, and yeah, I try to stay there with my friends and talking
Mhm.
eye to eye. But it's hard to do because I work I also work in sales things, so I use my cell phone a lot.
Right.
And sometimes I talk with customers here, and I need to um to send messages. And even though I'm not working, we have this, how can I say, it's not a hobby, it's a mania. I will write for you in Portuguese.
Okay, sure, sure. Mania.
Yeah, I don't know. We can
That,
translate. You can translate.
no, if for some reason, when
Ah, okay.
it didn't have the like when you write in Portuguese, usually it will have the link there to translate, but it doesn't have any translation there for that one. So
Ah, okay.
I don't
I will
know
try to
why.
translate to here. Mania. Right, it's the same. It's the same word.
Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, mania. Okay, so
It's
what is mania?
it's when
Mania.
you always do something. For example, when I'm shy, I pass my hand in my hair like this.
Oh,
So
right.
mania.
Okay. Okay, so it's like a habit. Yeah, it's like a
Yes, a
nervous habit.
habit. Yeah.
Yeah, a nervous habit or something like that. I understand. Yeah,
Yeah. You
okay.
have the
Uh,
habit to just stay with your cell phone in the hand, or just looking at.
yeah, an addiction. Addiction.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
addiction.
yeah,
Mhm.
is another word for it too. All right. So now, do you think old people and young people enjoy the same types of social activities?
No. No.
No.
Definitely no. uh,
So, what do you think there? What's an example of something old people like to do?
what people, I don't know. Watch TV, for example. Watch
Hmm.
the news and some romance on and young people like to stay just with cell phone or computer, or playing online games. It's an example.
Online. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So they do. They generally they like some of the same things, but generally they like different things these days, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
okay. So let's. All right. So this question here is asking like, do you think modern lifestyles give people enough leisure time to spend with others? So we're talking about like modern lifestyles, like in 2021, in like it's a busy world these days. Do you think we have enough leisure time to spend with others? So leisure
Uh,
time means like enough time to relax.
hmm I think I understand, but I'm not. I disagree. The modern lifestyle help us a lot, but it's not enough to spend time with others.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes people are often too busy. Like I know when I was a child in Australia, my back then most of the people, most mothers didn't really work back then.
Hmm.
But now these days, like both parents need to work because it's a busy world. It's an
Hmm.
expensive world. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
So the times have changed a little bit.
Yeah. Um, and I think it depends. For example, I prefer stay talking in person with the person, looking the eye. I prefer than one call or just online. Yeah, I don't know. I prefer in
You
front
mean
of
you like
her.
you'd like to meet in person? Yeah, in like
Hmm.
in real. Yeah,
Yeah,
me too. It's much
yeah.
better. Yeah,
Hmm.
and these in this modern world, a lot of people, are working from home. I'm doing it now, and
Yeah.
there's good and bad things. I don't I was, because of COVID, many more people are working inside on the internet, and
Yeah.
from home. And even though it's convenient from home, but and it's also bad because you don't it's better when you have to leave the house,
Yeah,
and
I agree.
mm,
And
uh,
sometimes we have some courage to tape something, but in front you can't talk this on to pass this emotion or to pass this feeling. It's different.
yes, okay, good, yeah, I understand. It's very much, it's not the same type of contact that you get when you're talking to people in person. Yes,
Yeah.
okay. um, all right, now, do you think people in your country value social activities?
Oh, yes, I do. Here we have a lot of parties and social activities. Carnival, for
Yeah.
example, have a lot of people together.
Kind Yeah, and I think Brazil is kind of known for that, actually. Yeah, to be
Mhm.
very social, and so that means that COVID would have been a very difficult time for a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, okay, so I in 9 minutes I have another class
Uh,
starting with another person.
Sorry.
No, no,
I
that's all right.
I said that's okay, just 20 minutes and I'm here for 1 hour. Sorry.
We've been no, no, it's all right. It's been, how long's
Part
it been? It
2?
was,
I don't
so it
know.
was 22, 32. It's been about 35 minutes. We
Okay.
yeah. It, okay, one more question, and then
Mhm.
we'll say goodbye. I have a new lesson. So it
Okay.
says, oh, okay, this is a good one, actually. It says, some people would argue that computers will make people more isolated and decrease their social skills. So, yeah, making people, like, too many people spending too much time inside
Yeah.
on the computer. And
Mhm.
then other people argue that technology will create more social activities. Now, which opinion do you agree with?
I agree with the first because I defend the in person interaction, you know. And I agree that computers will make people increase their social skills because
Yeah, mm,
we have common with the easy things. If I don't need to leave, I don't need to go out my room, or it's easy for
mm.
us. You don't need to. I forgot the word, but
I know what you mean. Yeah, but it's what you were saying. You prefer to see people in person,
Mhm.
and it does. It decreases people's social skills because they're not, especially children too. They should be out there talking to other kids, playing with other kids, and
Mhm.
not just looking at screens all the time.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yes, I agree. So, and that's a bad thing for our future. We need to realize, like, to be careful that with all the technology, yeah, it's going to change the way we are and the way we get along with other people.
Mhm.
Um, okay, so good job. Now, Will, it's your English is quite good, actually. So yeah, the
Mhm.
more you practice, the better you're going to get. I think your understanding of English is good already, but you will, yeah, there's always more to learn. So watching movies always helps, and chatting to
Okay.
people. Okay, nice to meet you
Okay.
today.
Nice to
See
meet
you
you.
next time. Take care. Have
Have
a
a
good
great
evening.
day.
Bye.